Finally, we are in the land of milk and honey, and that is none other than Mbarara city. This is Mbarara town that you used to know. It is no longer a town, it is now a city. It's among the 7 or 8 cities, I'm not very sure, I keep forgetting. But it's among the cities that Uganda recently got. And so today we're going to just take a very quick look, a very quick tour about the town, how the town is doing. And of course with me I have a fellow journalist who has been here for quite some time. And he'll be telling us, of course, how Mbarara town is, among many other things, the security, the crime rate, but also the businesses. I've seen stuff booming up and I'm like, wow. I was here, I think 1 or 2 years back, and I found quite an amazing or interesting stuff. Welcome to my show. How are you, Mr. Damba Wizri?
Okay, how are you doing?
I'm fine. How is Mbarara?
Mbarara is fine. Mbarara is okay.
First of all, as a native of Mbarara, somebody that grew up in Mbarara, how did you feel the fact that you were given a city status?
Of course, as residents of Mbarara, we are so excited to have a city. We have been a municipality for so long, and the people actually wanted to become a city. And you know, Mbarara has been a gateway of business in the Western Uganda, and everything business-wise, it is booming. There is a lot of business here. The population is growing. Security-wise, of course, the crime rate is there. It is alarming, but of course we have security. We have a barracks here, a Makenke barracks, and we have the police headquarters, Riz region. They try to curb the insecurity, but basically the insecurity is there. But as a growing city, as you can see, everything I think is going to be well in the coming years. Okay, it's you know, an election season. Politics is at its peak. We've seen in Kampala almost everywhere there is people power, there is President Museveni, there is so and so. Who is the most dominant person in Mbarara? Of course, the dominant person in terms of politics here is the land of the soil, the son of the soil. That is President Museveni. And for us, we are blessed that the lockdown thing here, it is not there anymore. Okay, we are, every time they give us a message, you have to do social distancing, but at least now we are recovering. Politics-wise, politics is there, but movement, NRM, it is the most dominant here. The NUP, that one of Bobby Wine, the people are there. You know, there is democracy, but the most dominant it is NRM.
Okay. Just before I take you on a tour of how Mbarara town looks like in 2020, I first want us to understand, for somebody that is coming from the US, somebody that has not been here for quite some time, as a native, what advice would you give them in terms of business? What business do you see could be booming or is booming that somebody could pick interest in investing in?
Of course, it is not the usual business like the hardware. Of course, hardwares are booming, but the business here that have brought so many investors, it is dairy. We have so many factories that have been built in the recent years, dairy. There is also real estate. It is also coming up. And other businesses, the usual ones, the hardware. There is also transport. And as well, you can look at other businesses like that are booming, the petrol stations. But basically, it is the businesses related to farming.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting. So just in case you are coming to Mbarara, you now know exactly what to invest in. I've been having a chat with a fellow journalist. That's Mr. Damba Wiziri. He currently works for TV West. That just in case you need to talk to him or get guidance within the town. If you're a new person here, please get in touch with me. I connect you to him so that you can actually get to know what to do when you come here. So I've been here for a day or two. Me in Bali, it's a different story. Here, it's also a different story. They've been receptive enough. I mean, there are different hotels hotels in town, there are different sleeping areas in town, and I must tell you, Mbarara is rocking like never before, and it has actually grown, and it's surpassing some of the oldest imperial kind of districts and towns or cities that were there before. By this I mean Gulu, by this I mean Mbale town, I mean Jinja town, Tororo town, among many. Oh, by the way, some of those are cities like Mbale city, Gulu city, Masaka city. Mbarara stands out still because it is really growing at a very fast rate. So I'll be taking you in a tour just to get to know exactly what I've been talking about, or what we've been talking about. Until then,